Red meat and high cholesterol share a long-standing and well-documented connection, one that continues to concern cardiologists and nutrition experts alike. While red meat is a rich source of protein, iron, zinc, and vitamin B12, it also tends to be high in saturated fat, a key dietary component known to raise LDL, bad cholesterol levels. For individuals with elevated cholesterol or increased cardiovascular risk, this presents a serious dilemma. Is any amount of red meat safe, or should it be avoided altogether? The general consensus from major health organizations is that red meat should be limited, not completely banned, but treated with caution. Frequent consumption of fatty cuts, such as ribeye, brisket, bacon, or processed varieties like sausages and deli meats, has been consistently linked to higher LDL cholesterol, increased inflammation, and a greater risk of heart disease. These meats not only contain saturated fats, but also heme iron and advanced glycation and products that may contribute to oxidative stress and damage to blood vessels over time. Even lean cuts of red meat, such as sirloin, tenderloin, or round steaks, while lower in fat, are not entirely risk-free. They still contain measurable amounts of saturated fat and cholesterol and can contribute to lipid elevations if consumed regularly or in large portions. That's why most guidelines recommend limiting red meat intake to no more than 1 to 2 servings per week and ensuring that it replaces, not accompanies, other high-fat animal products in the diet. Another key concern is how red meat is prepared. Grilling, pan-frying, or charbroiling at high temperatures can create harmful compounds like heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which may further increase cardiovascular and cancer risk. Cooking methods matter. Boiling, baking, or slow roasting are safer alternatives when red meat is included in the diet. And what you serve alongside red meat makes a difference. Pairing it with fiber-rich vegetables, whole grains, and legumes can help offset some of its pro-inflammatory effects, while pairing it with refined carbs or sugary sauces only worsens the dietary risk. It's also important to distinguish between fresh, unprocessed red meat and processed meats. The latter, bacon, hot dogs, ham, salami, pose a much greater danger. They are not only higher in saturated fat and sodium, but also often contain nitrates, preservatives, and additives that can raise blood pressure and damage blood vessel lining. Numerous studies have found a stronger link between processed meats and cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even colorectal cancer than with unprocessed red meat. Despite the risks, red meat does not need to be completely eliminated from the diets of individuals with high cholesterol, especially if it is eaten sparingly, chosen carefully, and consumed as part of a balanced, plant-forward diet. A small serving of lean beef once a week, especially if replacing more harmful processed food or fatty meats, is unlikely to significantly damage lipid levels, particularly in individuals who maintain healthy body weight, exercise regularly, and follow other cholesterol-lowering strategies. But the danger lies in normalization. In many Western diets, red meat isn't an occasional food. It's a daily staple, often eaten in large portions and prepared in unhealthy ways. This pattern of consumption is what drives up LDL cholesterol, increases inflammation, and sets the stage for cardiovascular disease. And for individuals already dealing with high cholesterol, that regular exposure adds up quickly. In summary, red meat can be consumed in small, carefully controlled portions by people with high cholesterol, but it should be treated more like a luxury than a dietary foundation. Choosing lean cuts, avoiding processed versions, watching portion sizes, and using heart-healthy cooking methods are essential to reducing risk. But even then, red meat remains a food that's best kept in the occasional category. There is no nutritional benefit in red meat that cannot be obtained from healthier sources, like fish, legumes, nuts, or poultry, without the same cardiovascular baggage. For people trying to manage high cholesterol, red meat is not off-limits, but it comes with clear warnings and requires deliberate, mindful consumption.